Maybe I don't know my damn password. For some reason it's not in this. I think 58. Sorry. Huh? iPad. GEO, capital CLI.
I gotta get ready. Need some. I'll bet.
Are you 2 times a week?
Well, I didn't.
You don't belong to you belong to Brian.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, get your business number, get ready to, we've got just a little bit after 2 o'clock. We're gonna get started here in just a few minutes. If you haven't got your business number, need you to get your business number right now and grab you a seat, and we'll get this thing started. Yes,
Mike's, we got to check.
check. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, June 14th. That means it's time to have an auction on behalf of Cliff Land Auctions, Cliff Land Brokers, Willis and Sherry Boyd, the Whitson family. We want to welcome you to our land auction today. We're excited to offer you approximately 1,008 acres of Texas Panhandle real estate in 6 individual tracts and allow you to buy the way you so choose at your price. Brian Cliff and Brad Good, accredited land consultants with Cliff Land Brokers, are the brokers of record today on the property being offered. I'm going to introduce them at this time. They'll say a few words and we'll get this party started. Brian, Greg, you want to tell us a little bit about this? Okay, as you're aware, this is 2 separate 6 tracts. 1 through 3, 1, 2, and 3 are owned by the Boyds, Willis and Sherry Boyd, here at Spearman, and they put these tracts together here recently, and want to liquidate them to invest in other opportunities. All are currently ground tracts. They've got very flat, very good soils. We've drilled some test holes that are in your packet on tracks number 3. 1 test hole in the northern western side of the track came in with hydro drilling at 400 gallons a minute solid. Track 1 had 2 test wells drilled in the eastern portion of it at 200 to 300 gallons a minute solid. As we're aware that this is not high volume water in this area at 400 foot depth. We had red bed 400 foot tracks when we drilled those 3 test wells. If you have any questions about that, there's an option I can answer. We do have information in your packages about those test holes.
What about the cotton?
All tracks 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 have existing cotton planted on the tracks. They have currently been turned into insurance for adjustment. At this time, we don't have any information on the direction from the insurance. When we get that, we'll make a determination on how possession will be handled. Possession will take place when the crop is disastered and or harvested, whichever comes first. Okay, any questions?
Thank you, Greg. Anybody have any questions about anything, cotton crop, anything before we get going?
Get Brian to talk about it, please.
Brian?
Okay, sorry.
You're all right. On the microphone.
Thank you guys for coming. Winston family intends to sell this still today, it's an absolute sale, so I'm sure put your best foot forward. We busted up the tracks, we think got to market, but you guys will tell us for sure if it's done right or wrong. The submersible well there by the old house does work. Jim's used it for cattle water the last couple of years. It seems to be in good shape and operational. The irrigation well on track 6, it was abandoned back in the 80s, and it's just not been a good well. And to be quite honest, I don't know how much irrigation water is there. So I personally plan on keeping a dryland farm, if that's what you didn't buy. So, same situation on the cotton. Everybody kind of understands that the cotton's done, and the gates are being played as far as insurance goes. The insurance claim been turned in. Jim Shirley's the tenant, and he's just waiting on his insurance company to come here and look at it and give them an evaluation on where they're at. But it'll be just like Greg's property, it's harvest or disastered out. So anyway, but I'll be around if y'all get more questions about that, and we'll go forward. So appreciate y'all coming.
Okay,
Thank you.
Clint, metals, wind,
The minerals they own convey,
all the metals they own convey.
yes, and then half the commercial windows. And those are in our terms and conditions, so, and Todd will go over those and go forward, but anyway, appreciate y'all coming very much.
Thank you, Brian. All right, now I need to relate a few messages from our legal counsel. Ladies and gentlemen, we are recording this auction today with a video camera and a digital audio recorder, and thus by your continued attendance, you're submitting your permission to be recorded in the normal and customary actions that shall result from this auction. These recordings are for your protection and that of the sellers in an unlikely event of a dispute. For those who are attending today as registered bidders, you should have received a bidder's package at the time of registration today. Included in that package, you're going to have the following items. In the left-hand pocket, you should find a marketing brochure specific to the auction today. And behind that, you're going to find a sample of the purchase agreement that you as a successful bidder will be required to sign today, along with the legal descriptions for each tract. Each purchase agreement has everything already filled out except for 3 things: your name, your price, and the tracts that you're buying today. On the right-hand side of the folder, you're going to find a blue sheet that outlines the bidding procedures and terms and conditions of today's auction. I would recommend you read that blue sheet because it outlines all the procedures and everything that you're doing today. Yellow sheet that lists the individual tract descriptions. Green sheet, if you have one, should have any additional announcements or corrections. I don't know that you even have a green sheet in your folder. I don't mind. Finally, on the very front, you're going to have a bidder's number and the entity name in which you registered. If you registered Mr. and Mrs. Smith but want the contract to be under Smith Farms, you need to get another bidder's number in the name of that entity. Ever how you register is exactly how the contract will be filled out. I can't have any exceptions to that. You can get as many numbers as you need, but the contract will need to read ever how you registered today. The complete terms and conditions have been provided to you throughout the marketing process on the Cliff Land Auction website, property information packages, as well as in your bidder packages today. If you have not reviewed those terms and conditions, they're located on the blue page in your bidder's packets. As a bidder, once you submit a bid, you're agreeing to the terms and conditions of this auction. I'm going to briefly review the bidding procedures located in your packet. All bidding is open to the public. You will need to raise your hand or call out your bid as the auctioneer asks for bids. This is a one-time opportunity. Watch the auctioneer and the bid assistants. They will take your bid and will assist you with any questions you might have. The bidding will remain open on all tracts and combinations until the close of the auction as determined by the auctioneer. Tracks 1, 2, and 3 may be combined in a combo purchase, but may not be combined with tracks 4, 5, and 6. We've got two different sellers. So you can combine 1, 2, and 3, or 4, 5, and 6, but not 1, 2, or 3 with 4, 5, and 6. Tracks 4 and 5 and 6 may be combined as a combo purchase, but may not be combined with tracks 1, 2, and 3. In the event a survey for tracks 4, 5, and 6 is deemed necessary by the seller and is performed, the purchase price shall be adjusted to reflect any difference between the advertised property acreage and the surveyed property acreage. The adjustment to the purchase price shall be based upon the price per acre, which is calculated by dividing the purchase price by the number of the advertised acres and then multiplying this calculated price per acre by the actual acreage determined by an actual survey of the property. Tracks 1, 2, and 3 will have no price adjustment. Your bidding is not contingent upon financing, so be sure you have arranged financing if needed and are capable of paying cash at closing. Minimum bid increments are at the discretion of the auctioneer. However, for today's auction, if the bidding is over $50,000 or under $50,000, we can go down to $1,000 bid increments. If it's above $50,000 and less than $100,000, it's $2,000. Above 100 and less than 500,000, it's $5,000 increments, and if it's above $500,000, it's $10,000 increments. Those are the numbers that we have set up in our program, in our computer program. Those are the adjustments that will be made on the screen, and you'll see how the screen and everything works once we get started in this. Any announcements made by the auctioneer will take precedence over the printed material or any oral statements made. There will be a 5% buyer's premium in effect for all land purchases today. This means the purchase agreement you sign following the auction will be 5% more than the bid price on the board. For example, if you want to buy track 1 for $400, you simply stop bidding at 95%. 95% of 400 is $380. So stop bidding at $380. We'll take that $380, add 5% to it, comes out to $19. So we'll add $380 plus 19, comes up to $399. So we've already saved you $1 there. We do have some additional, no, we don't have. I don't think you have green, anybody have a green sheet in their package? I didn't have, so I didn't know if there's any additional announcements. Okay. Cliff Land Auctions, in cooperation with Cliff Land Brokers, is licensed by the Texas Real Estate Brokers license number 0588891 and are working as an agent for the sellers. I, as an auctioneer, am licensed and regulated by the state of Texas and covered by a recovery fund. My license number is 16862. Licensure with the department does not imply approval or endorsement by the state of Texas. If you have any unresolved complaints, they should be directed to the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations, P.O. Box 12157, Austin, Texas 78711. We are members of the National Texas and the Oklahoma Auctioneers Associations and the National Texas and Amarillo Association of Realtors. Now that our legal counsel is satisfied, allow me to introduce our auction staff today. From Amarillo, Texas, President of Cliff Land Brokers, Mr. George Clift, over here on the wall. You've met from Perryton, Texas, Mr. Greg Good. He'll be assisting you with your bids today. And then Brian Clift from Stratford. Brady Cowan from Amarillo over here on the computer. Miss Emily Cunningham, she's also over here on the computer. Amanda West, back here registering you as you came in. And we also have Gary Sutherland's here from Pampa, Tom Benton from Border, Hadley Perkins, Jerry Sneederjohn, Bill Snyder, Colby Gunnels, also see Shelley Sneederjohn, and we've got Morgan Cliff back here taking pictures and all that sort of thing, making us look good. My name is Todd Robertson, and I will serve as your auctioneer today. Should you have any questions during the auction, please feel free to ask any of these guys your questions, ask for assistance. If you don't have any questions at this time, if you'll pull out your brochure, your marketing brochure there, or your yellow sheet in your bidder's packets, it will list the tracks and their descriptions, and we'll get this thing started. Anybody have any questions about anything? What I'm going to do is I'll go through tracks 1, 2, I think we'll go through all 6 tracks one at a time. I'll sell them by the acre. we'll calculate that by the acre price into whole dollars, and we will put it on our board over here. And at the end of those 6 tracks, then we will open it up for combinations. Again, you can do combinations on 1, 2, and 3 together, or 4, 5, and 6 together, but not the whole thing. When we start doing the combinations, they'll show up here on the screen. But right now, we're just going to go through each individual track, see what the high bid is, post that bid on the board. It does help you to have that number on the board to begin with, but it's not necessary. The bidding will be open until the close of the sale. So anybody can bid at any time during this sale. Any questions for anything right now? All right then, if you will, if you pull your yellow sheet out, I want to go over a little bit of here, and we'll start with track number 1. I'm going to sell it per acre. All right, tract 1 is a nice 322-acre flat dryland farm, good fencing on 3 sides, fair fencing across the north. 3-phase electricity runs along the east side. Some irrigation potential. You've got County Road CC on the south, County Road 15 on the west, County Road 16 on the east. There are 2 small playa lakes in the north property line. All right, here we go. Let's sell tract 1. Here we go. How much here? By the acre. How many? Here to be to buy. How about it? Here to be to buy $1,000. My dollar to be $1,000 where? $1,000. My dollar to be $1,000. My dollar would you $1,000 bid? Here to be $1,900. Then on where? Here to be $900. Then $900. Here to $900. My dollar to be $900. My dollar to be $900. Then $900. How about it? It's your sale. Talk to me. How much here? Here to be $800. Here to be $800. My dollar to be $800. 800. Here to be $800.
Starting at 750.
750, 800. That's 750 now. Hey, hit it with $800. I'll give you the 800. Hit it with $800. I'll give you the 800 where? $800. Hit it with $800. I'll give you the 800. Help yourselves here, gentlemen. 800. Hey, 800. Hit it with $800. 750, $800. Big dollar. Would you hit it with 800? $800. Hit it with $800. I'll give you the 800. Anybody else? $800. I'll give you the 800. Want to do it? Hit it with 800. $800. $800 bid. Hit it with 800 now. 50. $850 bid. Dollar would you $850 bid. Dollar would give it $8.5. 800 and a half. $8.5 $850 bid. $850 bid. Give it $850 buy. Give it $850. Help yourselves. $850. Now 900. Give it $900 buy. Dollar would give it $900. 900. Give it $900 buy. Dollar would give it $900. $900 bid. Give it $900. Give it $850 here. 9 where you want to go. Give it 9. What you do? Give it 900. Then 900 and now 50. Then $950 bid. Give it 950. Want to go? Give it 950. What you do? Give it 950. 950. Want to do it one time? Give it 950. $950 bid. Give it 950. Would you? Then 950. 950 now 1,000. Then $1,000 buy. Dollar give it 1,000. Give it 1,000. Give it $1,000 loan. $1,000 bill. Give it 1,000. Want to go? Give it 1,000. What you do? Give it 1,000 one time. Give it $1,000 buy. Dollar give it 1,000. 950 and $1,000. Now 1,050. $1,050 $50 buy. Dollar give it 1,050 where? 1,050 $50 bid. Give it 1,050. $1,050 bid. Dollar give it 1,050 $50 buy. Dollar give it 1,050. 1,050. I will. Give it 1,050. Want to do? Give it 1,050. 1,050. Anybody else? 1,050. Post that bid for $1,000.
That's $320,000.
Bidder number.
Less than you have, 328. Bidder 222.
Bidder number 222.
At
$320,000. Okay. All right, we'll move on to track number 2. Track number 2 is 161.32 acres, flat dryland acres. Access is provided by County Road CC on the north, small farmable playa lake on the southern portion of this tract. All right, right here, 161.32 acres. Tell me how much here? Here to be to buy. How about 1,000 where? $1,000 buy. Dollar to be $1,000. $1,000 buy. Dollar to be $1,000. $1,000 buy. $1,000. $1,000 bid. Dollar bid 7.
Let's go.
750, 800, $800 bid, $800 bid, $800 bid, $800 bid, $800 bid, Hollywood bid, $800, $800, 758, $800 bid, $800 bid, $800, $800 bid, $800 bid, $800 wanna go, $800 $800, what you do, $800, $800, $800 bid, $800 bid, $800 bid, $800, 750, $800 bid, $800, $800 bid, $800 bid, $800, $800, $800 bid, $800 Hollywood bid, $800, 750 here, $800, $800 what you do, $800. Anybody else? $800, $800 $800 anywhere want to go, $800, $800, Did you have 700 or 750?
Post the bid.
Post 750?
Yep.
$750, what's that?
720,000.
Okay,
Bidder 228.
bidder number 228. You said 120?
Yep.
120,000. Okay. All right, tract number 3, 324.01 acres, dry land, farmland, fencing on 3 sides in excellent condition. This tract should have irrigation potential. Access is provided by County Road 14 on the northwest corner of the tract. There is a playa lake on the southeast corner. Transmission line runs along the west side of this tract. All right here, 324.01 acres. Yes, sir.
Start this bidding $700 an acre.
All right, I got 7, now 50. That's $750. $750, $750 where? That's $750. Hit it $750. What you bid 750 want to do? Hit it 750. 700 here, 750. Get it 750 want to do? Hit it 750 would ya? That's 750. 750 now 800. Hit it $800. 800 now 50. 850, sir. Hit it 850 want to do? Hit it 850. $850. $850. Hollywood hit it $850. Hit it $850. How about it here? Hit it $850 and now 9. Hit it $900. Hit it $900. I'll give it $900. $900. Hit it $900. Hit it $900. Hit it $900. $900 bill. Hit it $900 one time. Hit it $900 more to go. Hit it $900. Hit $900. Hit it $900 bill. I'm at 8.5 here. 9 where? Hit it 9. Hit $900. Hit it $900. Help yourself, gentlemen. $900. $900. Hit it $900 bill. Hit it $900. Hit it $9 buy. Hit it $900. $900. Anybody else? Hit it $900 bill. Hit it 8.5 here. $900. Want to go? Hit it $900. Post that bid for $850. What was that bidder number?
222.
Bidder number 222.
272. 272,000.
Okay. 850. 272. Okay. All right, that's tracks 1, 2, and 3. Let's go to track number 4. Track number 4 consists of 76 plus or minus acres. It does have access off of Highway 207 on the west side and a private service road on the north. There's an old home site located in the northeast corner of the tract. A submersible well located close to the old home site is in working order and has been used in recent years for water livestock. The power for the old home site is still there and available. Currently planted dry land cotton, the playa lake is approximately 35 acres. Balance of the tract is in farmland. All right, 76 acres right here. Tell me how much here? He'd be good.
750, Tom.
We'll do it. 750, 800. That's 750, 800 $800 where? He'd be $800 $800. $800. He'd be $800 Hollywood. He'd be $800. $800 bid. He'd be $800. 8 now half. 8.5. $850 now 9. He'd be 900. 900, get a $900, $900, Hollywood, get a $900, $900 now half, get a $9.5, get a $950, $950, $950 now $1,000 bid, get a $1,000, Hollywood, get a one-time $1,000, $1,000, get a $1,050, $1,050, $1,050, get a $1,050, $1,050, get a $1,050, $1,050 here. where? $1,050 my dollar, $1,050, $1,050 my, $1,050. Anybody else? $1,050 my dollar, $1,050. What is it? $1,050. $1,050 my dollar, $1,050. $1,050. Anybody else? $1,050. Post that bid for $1,000.
76,000.
And that bidder number?
227.
227. All right, track number 5. Track number 5 is 72 acres. Sharing the property line with track number 4, there is single phase electricity on the northwest corner of the track. Playa Lake is in the southwest corner. Approximately 12 acres of Playa Lake, and the balance of the tract is in farmland. If you combine this with track 6, there's 100 plus or minus acre possibility for a pivot sprinkler right there. All right, 72 acres right here. Here we go. Let's start. 650, 700. That's $700 a month. I don't know if it bid 70 to $700 a month. I don't know if it bid 700 where. That's 700, 750. It'll bid $750, 800. It'll bid $800. $8.5, $8.5, $900, $900, now 50, $950, $900 here, 50 where, I got him at 9, he bid 50, hit $50, I'm not here at 9, 950, $950, $50, I'm give it 9 here, 50, $950, he bid 950, bomb, he bid 950, $950, the 900 here, $50, I'm give it 950, $950, I'm get him on to the buy, he bid 50, what you do, he bid 950, want to go, he bid 950, $950, he bid 950, bomb, $950, bid 900 here, 50, 950, anybody else? 950, post that bid for $900 an acre. Bidder number 227, 227.
972.
You can kind of see that your numbers are showing up here on the screen. $65,000. All right, we got our numbers and our prices up here on the screen showing up. Last chance to get your number up there. Track number 6, 55-acre tracts, track east. This track is east and shares the property line with track number 5. The power does not come to the corner of the track. There is an old irrigation well. It has not been used in some time and is in unknown condition. All cultivation. This track is all in cultivation at this time. Track combined with track 5. Again, you have about 100-acre tract there if you combine it with 5 for possible sprinkler possibility. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, if track's 5, we'll wait on that. All right, track number 6, 55 acres. How much here? Hit 55, hit 55 acres. Let's go. How much? Hit 55? 700, 750. That's $750 a bit. I'm going to bid $750 a month. I'm going to bid $750, would you? 750, 800, $800 a month. I'm going to bid $800 a bit. Hit 800, 800. Now 50, now 8, now 9. Hit 900, now 50. Hit 950, now 1,000. Hit $1,000 a month. I'm going to bid 1,000 where? Hit 950, hit $1,000 a month. I'm going to bid 1,000. Hit $1,000, hit $1,000 a bit. $1,000. He bid $1,000 bid. What you do? He bid $1,000 bid. I'm at 950 here. 1,000 want to go. He bid $1,000. $1,000 one time. He bid $1,000 a month. I don't get the last chance to get your name on the board. $1,000. $1,000. Would you do it? He bid $1,000 a month. How would you bid $1,000? $1,000. Anybody else? $1,000 bid. 950 here. 1,000 want to go. $1,000 anywhere. He bid $1,000. Would you do it? He bid $1,000. Post that bid for $950. Bidder number 227. 950 times 55. $52,000 for track number 6. All right, now then we have been through tracks 1 through 6. Got the prices on the board. We've got the prices on the screen. I'm going to read this right here real quick before we get into the combinations. If tracks 5 and 6 are purchased separately from tracks 4, ingress and egress access will be provided the tracks. That's if tracks 5 and 6 are purchased separately from track 4. But now's your opportunity to combine. You can combine 1, 2, or 3, or you can combine 4, 5, and 6. And I'll open this up to any combinations of 1, 2, and 3, or 4, 5, and 6. The check marks over here on the left, you see those? That means you're in the lead. You've got a check mark by your name. And then you've got the parcel number, you got the bidder number, you got the bid amount. This breaks out the per acre price. And then the acreage. And then this number right over here, this is to lead. For instance, on the very first one, track number 6, it's at 52,000. If you bid 54,000, that will put you in the lead. Track number 5, you need to bid 67,000. Track number 4, 78,000. So on and so forth. Track 3, 277. These are the numbers, the bid increments that I said were in the computer a while ago based on the dollar amounts.
Combination A.
Combination A.
4 through 6.
Tracks 4 through 6.
$200,000.
200,000. Tracks 4 through 6 for $200,000.
Bidder 5005, 5010.
Bidder number 5010. All right, you'll see changes. You'll see the check marks go away. We're not there yet. Something's 200,000. You got 20,000. Yeah. You're going to see all these check marks change. This is where we started. You're going to see 4, 5, and 6 become one check mark. There we go. 4, 5, and 6, that check mark is in the lead at 200,000. If you want to buy all 3, 205,000 will put you in the lead. If you want to get back in the lead on 4, cost you 85,000. 5 cost you 74. 6 cost you 61. That'll put you back in the lead. If your number went away, you need to put your number back here on the board. So, track number. Any other combinations? I'm just going to let you all discuss, figure out what it is you want to buy. And if you want to bid back on individual track, you can do that, or you can do a combination. I know you can bid on all 3. You can bid on all 3 again. Yes, sir.
Combination A.
Combination A, 4, 5, and 6. Take it to 205,000. Bidder number 156. New combination, 205. 205. Bidder number 156, I believe. He's on all 3, Brian. New combination. Tracks number 1, 2, and 3. 800,000. Bidder number?
219.
Bidder number 219. Yes, sir. Combination A. Take it to 210,000. Bidder number 227. Okay? You see how this is working a little bit now? We've got 2 bidders in the lead. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6.
What was your last bid? 4, 5, 6?
4, 5, 6
210?
was 210, yes. Yep. 210, 227, yep. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3.
Come up.
227, yeah, you're right. That's it. Combination B, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Take it to 810,000. Bidder number 222. That'll take over the lead there. So your number went away. If you were on that check mark and you're not now, you need to reconsider things. And you can still bid on an individual track. If you just came to buy one track, it's up there. This column right here tells you how much you need to bid. Or you can ask any of these guys walking around here, and they'll tell you what it is that you need to do. Or if you just want 1 and 2, or 1 and 3, you can do that. Or 4 and 5, or 5 and 6. Or you just want one of these individually. Ever how you choose to do it is the way you can do it.
Todd,
Yes, sir.
good bid on track 4.
New bid on track number 4.
We'll take it to 95,000.
Take it to $95,000.
Bidder 2.
Other side.
228.
Bidder number 228.
Yep.
95,000. Okay. All right, here's something that happened that you probably didn't realize was going to happen. If you were the bidder on track number 6, it put you back in the lead. You didn't even bid on that track because it broke it out of that combination. It's designed, whichever way is bringing the most money is the way it's going to go. So, so once you bid, once you put your number up here, you can't leave. You can go get a cookie and some coffee or something, sit back down, because you can't leave, or you might be put back in the mix of things. You might be a buyer and not even know it. So don't think you're outbid at any time on here. Any more combinations? Any individual tracks? See, we broke back into 5 and 6 individually. So now we've got 4 and 5 and 6 are all individual tracks. Even though you have 5 and 6 together. Anybody else? Any combinations? Individuals? If you came to buy it, now's the time.
Todd,
Yes, sir?
combination A
Combination A.
goes to 217.
Take it to 217,000.
Car number 227.
Bidder number 227. Put it back into two different sales. If we stop the sale right now, you'd have 2 contracts to sign. If you came to buy an individual track, you can bid on it. Again, you can do different combinations. I know there's several combinations left if it's something that interests you. Anybody else? Any combinations?
I got a good bid on combination B.
Combination B, 1 through 3. $885,500.
Bidder number 219.
Bidder number 219. 885,500. Can you do that, Brady?
Yes, 218.
218 is the bidder number? 218 is the bidder number. through 3. 200. There we go. 8. Yes, sir. Combination A, 4 through 6. Take it to $222,000. Bidder number I'm sorry, bidder number 156. 222,000, bidder number 156. There it is. Right. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yes, sir. Combination A, 4 through 6. 227,000. Bidder number 227. That tracks 1, 2, and 3 should be 885.5, but it's okay. We'll just leave it there for now, I guess. But no, it's 885.5. Does that matter? It's not a big deal. Anything else?
Combination B.
Combination B, tracks 1 through 3.
900,000.
Take it to $900,000. Bidder number 219.
What was it, say it again?
900,000. Bidder number 219. There it is. Okay?
Track 4's got the submersible well on it, highway frontage,
Yep.
probably about 1,250. You're looking for one small track.
Anybody else? Like I say, if you can't buy an individual track, now's the time. You can buy one with 2 tracks. Put 2 tracks together. You don't have to put them all 3 together. We can do what ifs if you want to. Tracks 1 and 2, or tracks 1 and 3, 2 and 3.
That's kind of like that.
Number 3.
So, you know, we all have those got to prioritize sometimes. No.
Anybody else?
No. It's pretty aggressive.
Yeah. Yes, no, I mean, it's open bid the whole time. So, yeah, no, it's open bid the whole time, so.
Anybody else?
The whole thing is at 805, 1100. So.
No, we can,
Individual tracks? Smaller combinations? If we're still thinking, anybody else?
The whole thing. So you can buy like this track 4, it's like 1200.
All right, I'm gonna tell you something. Yes, sir.
Combination B,
Combination B, tracks 1 through 3. Take it to 920,000. Bidder number 218. There we go. So, knocked out 219.
Yeah, exactly. Cheap as you want that day.
Seems.
John,
Yes, sir.
track, combination A.
Combination A, 4, 5, and 6.
32.
Take it to 232,000.
156.
Bidder number 156. $237. Okay. All right, take it, combination A, take it to 237,000. Bidder number 227. That's right. Okay. Now then, since we're this far into it, you kind of see how all this works. If you came to buy an individual track, I know there's some pretty good jumps, like here, if you're looking at track number 2, going from 120 to 333,000 to put you back in. Say you came to buy track number 2, and you were wanting to spend $150,000 on it. You can bid $150,000 on it. May not change the leaderboard unless somebody else bids on track number 3 or track number 1. And if they bid, if they up theirs and they up theirs and they up theirs, then it changes the whole board. If that makes sense. You don't have to put yourself in the lead. But if you came here to buy something and I've got this much money to buy it with, you can put it out there and see what happens. Maybe your neighbor wants to buy this other one and throw you in the lead. You can do that. You don't have to have the full amount to put you back in the lead, just as long as you're bidding more than the bid amount, based on our increments that we went over. If that made any sense, that may just confused everything. All I'm saying is if you came to buy it, now's the time to put your money out there. Because you're sure not gonna buy it if you don't bid.
Todd, combination B,
Combination B, 1, 2, and 3.
930,000.
Take it to 930,000. Bidder number 222. Here we go. So we need 218 and 219 back in the game. Or anybody else can play at any time. Now's about as good a time as any. Put your number on there if it hadn't been on there all day. Any new bids? Anybody else?
Are we finished? Are we finished?
We've been at this just about an hour. Coming up on an hour. I know we're having lots of fun, but all fun things have to come to an end at some point, so. Like I say, if you came here to buy it, put your number. You need something? Go. Yeah. Okay. Combination B, take it to 940,000. Bidder number 219. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody have any questions on anything? Want to look at 2 tracks together instead of 3? See what that would cost you. It's pretty, I was looking at that, about as close as you can get to the same price.
They should know about 20 cents.
Yeah.
You put 1 and 3 together for 830.
For how much?
830.
Can't put 1 and 3 together for 830,000. One and twos.
Okay, guys, don't forget now, the minerals go with 4, 5, and 6. And there's production on it. We don't know how much, they couldn't tell us how much they have. If you do get all the minerals, we'll track 4, 5, and 6. So if that needs anything, you might consider that partial for one of those tracks.
Any other combinations? Any 2-track combinations? Still working on it? We still thinking? We've been at this just a little bit of, about an hour right now, 1 hour. I'm gonna go to a 2-minute warning here in just a second. That'll give us 2 minutes to bid. If you are through bidding, if you're still calculating, I don't wanna rush you, but we're gonna go to a 2-minute countdown here in just a second. Any other bids? Any other combinations? Individual tracks, 2-track combinations, 3-track combinations. Now's the time. Not trying to rush you, but I'm gonna start counting down. We got 2 minutes. We'll start a 2-minute countdown. If you bid, we'll start it over. You got 2 minutes to bid. Minute and a half. Way we're sitting right now, we got two contracts. You got a minute and a half to put your number on the board if it's not up there. We need a check mark by you.
How about combination B,
Combination B,
950,000.
take it to 950,000. Tracks 1, 2, and 3. Bidder number 222. 322. You want to do 960? We'll do 260? Or 960? 260. 960? Okay. Combination B, 1, 2, and 3, take it to 960,000. Bidder number 219. That is right, isn't it? 219. Anybody else? It means a lot more if you play at this stage of the game. I'm gonna count down 2 minutes again. Any more? Got about a minute and a half left. Now's the time. Got a minute left.
Come closer, minute 5.
Yes, sir.
Combination A,
Combination A, 4, 5, and 6.
42,
Take it to $242,000.
156.
Bidder number 156.
Yeah.
Okay. Combination A, 4, 5, and 6. Take it to $247,000. Bidder number 227. Is that right? 227. Any others? You got 2 minutes. Minute and a half.
Todd,
Yes, sir.
let's bid combo B,
Combo B, 1, 2, and 3.
970,000.
Take it to 970,000.
Bidder number 220.
220. 220 or 222?
0.
220.
New horse.
$980.
Todd,
Yes, sir.
got 980.
Okay. Combination B, 1, 2, and 3. Take it to $980,000. Bidder number 219. 219. Wow. It's amazing, we got 14 cents difference.
That'll make a difference.
Any others? We'll start our counter again. We've got 2 minutes. Anybody? Got about a minute and a half.
Todd,
Yes, sir.
combination B,
Combination B, tracks 1, 2, and 3.
990,000.
Take it to $990,000.
220.
220. Bidder number 220.
Great.
You want to do that? Got 2 minutes.
252 is the number. Okay.
2 minutes, minute 30. Yeah, actually got a minute and a half right now. Gotta be it. What is it?
Combination B.
Combination B, 1, 2, and 3.
$1 million.
$1 million. Bidder number 219. There we go. Yes, sir.
252.
Combination A, tracks 4, 5, and 6. Take it to 252,000. Bidder number 156. 156.
257.
All right. Combination A, tracks 4, 5, and 6. Take it to $257,000. 257. The top one. Combination A. 257. Bidder number 227. Okay. Right where they want to be for a minute and a half. 2 minutes. Got 1 minute. Any others? All done? Got about 30 seconds. Anybody else? Got about 15 seconds.
Todd,
Yes, sir.
do it again. Combination B, 133.
Combination B, 1, 2, and 3, take it to 1,010,000. 1,010,000, bidder number 220.
Yes, sir.
220. So close. Well, everything is trading hands, if that helps any. Want to do it? I'm gonna hit the counter one more time. We got 2 minutes.
Jimmy, all it takes is one time. I told you, one time.
It counts a lot more towards the end. Got 1.5 minutes. Want to do it? Hello? Got 1 minute. Got about 30 seconds. Y'all want to do it one time? Yeah. Combination B, tracks 1, 2, and 3. Take it to 1,020,000. Bidder number 219. Well, the values are just making back. Everything here worth the same amount of money?
$2 when that ever happened.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna start 2 minutes again. Minute and a half. One minute. Got about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Anybody else? $15. 10. 9. 8.
Todd,
Yes, sir.
I just wondering how you were. Everything all right?
I'm doing good.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Let's do combination B.
Combination B, 1 through 3. Take it to 1,030,000. 1,030,000, bidder number 220. Oh, okay. You need a little. We'll try it.
Todd,
Yeah,
On, combination B,
combination B, $1,040,000. Bidder number 219. You want to do $1,050,000? Give you just a little time to calculate. We're going to start a 1-minute countdown. Anybody else? We're getting awful close. Now's the time. Been an hour and a half. Ready to count down, Kobe? Okay. All right, anything else? I'm gonna start my countdown. 1 minute. Got 1 minute. Thirty seconds. Anybody else? $15. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Kobe, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. We've got 2 contracts to sign right here. We had confirmation on the tracks 1, 2, and 3. That's done.